Guys, I'm gonna put this in there just because you know, that's just the way it goes. Beautiful, beautiful. That rascal is 26, 27 inches. Perfect. But I tell you what I really believe happened there is the last time I went out, I was trying to do a little fishing down on the bottom and blind casting, and I put a heavy jig head. And as you seen when I throw it out there, it just wanted to dig in, and it just did not work for me. I thought that, you know, when I seen them and I'm casting straight at them, that it would work. But of course this is extremely shallow. That was just 3 or 4 inches of water. But I'm gonna have to look for my lure, the jig head that I took off. See, here's the jig head. Maybe it's in camera, but that's one I kind of ground down, and it's probably about 1/8 of an ounce, and that one there is 1/4, and it makes a big difference. So I don't know, but that was heartbreaking right there, because they've been a little scarce today. I've been around looking, and only seen a few, but I don't really know where I'm at. Honestly, I'm in this fog. I don't know if I need to push through. You would think I would recognize that right there, but I drug over the bank to get in this little group of potholes here, so I really don't recognize that blind. It's not something that's new by the looks of it, so I don't know. Alright guys, I'm gonna tie this lighter one on like I should have from the beginning, because I think today when the fog burns off, I will be able to get some fish, because there are a few around. Not a lot, but as the sun comes up I'll see more, I think. But anyway, alright, let's move on. Oh yeah, that one worked. That worked. Oh yes. Well guys, that was about 5 minutes from that last one that was right around the corner there. That oh yeah, put that lighter jig head, and it just floats in that water a lot more natural, I think. When you got that heavy, oh wow, that stake ain't gonna help me now. I pulled back on it and the rope slipped right out. That's all right. That's all right. He's pulling pretty good. He's not super big, but he's definitely a keeper. The sun peeked out just right after I shut the video off a while ago, so maybe our quality of the rest of our video might get better. That foggy, oh yeah, he might hang on there. Don't fall off, fella. I need you. We in a crisis situation. Oh, he's hooked through the tongue. He ain't going nowhere. Oh man, but he ain't gonna put a lot of groceries on the table, because he's not. That last one that was up out of the water y'all just saw, man, that would have fed 3 or 4 people. This rascal here, a couple of meals, but all right, where's my hook outs? Well, y'all probably don't see what I'm seeing here. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming out, and I might pitch him back anyway. Oh, he's 20 and a half. What do you think? I think we're gonna let you go, fella. We might go home with nothing and been eating pork and beans, but I'm after a little bit A little bit more. A little bit more weight-wise. 20 and a half is a perfect eating size, but when you're trying to feed your family and your neighbors a little fish during a pandemic, you want to try to have some that are a little bit bigger. And I think we're going to have a good day. It's supposed to be calm today, and we're in the Seadrift marshes, more not right at Seadrift, but when I say Seadrift, you know I mean area. And I hadn't been here since last summer. And the reason I didn't go to my normal 6-mile areas was the tide is a little high for that area. It's a little high here too, and a lot of this that I'm fishing now would not be even fishable during a normal tide. Well, I guess you could call this a normal in a sense, because what I count is when you see this algae growing on the weeds, it's right at the top of it. And so that to me is what I call a normal tide, normal high tide. It gets a little higher and a little lower than that. And when you look at the tide chart, that's around 1 foot. I don't know why they don't start it at 0 when it's at this level, but they don't. It's 1 foot. And so when Seadrift tide charts show 1 foot, well, that's where we're at right here. But anyway, this video is going to get too long. We're going to put a lot of talk in it. And so, okay, let's just move on. We're still don't have anything to show for ourselves, and I'm still lost. I tried picking up where I'm at on my phone, and I get no service out here. So, but I'm not lost. I'm just like not certain that where in the marsh I'm at. I know what direction to take. See, there's a big old swirl right there. Was probably a red, sitting here talking instead of fishing. But I'm not just gonna blind cast. I think today we're gonna see them. I hadn't really got to where I normally fish this kind of water, and I think we get over there, the fish should be there. But you never know when you first come back to a spot that you hadn't fished in a while. You kind of gotta find them, and you just don't automatically find them just like that. But once you fish it a few times and then you stay fishing every few days, well, then you know where they're hanging out and what they're doing. So when your first day back, well, you don't know. So all right, let's move on. All right, guys, that one didn't know I was there. All right. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful, guys. Oh, wow, that was awesome. There was about 3 or 4. I don't know how much I can put in here without video getting too long, but oh yeah. And they're not super big up here because, man, we're in some skinny, extremely skinny water. But I pitched it like 3 or 4 of them, and they didn't want to play. Oh, this little guy, he might barely be another 20-incher, but he's kind of heavy. Nah, he's still pretty scrawny. I mean, he'd be good eating. Let's just see how big he is. I don't want to fool around and throw everything back and then not have anything to, because I mean, we are out after a meal today. It's been a while. 20 and a half, about like the last one. Oh, but man, I tell you, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm just now getting to where I think I know where I'm at first. But I don't know how they're going to be today. I think I'm going to pitch him in the box. He's good eating. He's 2 meals. I took one the other day that was that size, and he was 2 meals. So, all right, guys, let's move on. I'm going to try to go up here and see if there's anything up here. But if they are, they're probably going to be this size because it is getting shallow. But, all right, see you in a bit. There we go. All right, don't go under here. Oh, he did it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see, guys. I didn't want to. Oh, and he's a good one. But hey, let's just play this out backwards. Oh, did he get off? He got off. Oh my, that's just enough to hurt you. I knew I didn't have him hooked deep, because when he grabbed it, he ran to me, and I never had a chance to really set it a second time. He kept going up under me. Oh, guys, it ain't so much that he got off that hurts me right at this moment. I've got little camera issues. A while ago it said it got hot. I don't know. I'm charging it and I'm using it at the same time, and I fooled around and didn't have the battery all charged up. My battery pack is not that good right now. But anyway, so I'm cut it off, and I said, well, I knew when I come up to this little gut, there's normally a good chance of getting a red right here. So I cut it on, because I only have like 1 battery to film the rest of this. So I've got to run with it off and then stop, cut it on. For some reason, this is just like all the rest of them. Oh, there we go. Just like all the rest of them, that your one touch does not always work. He's not near the fish that last one was. Now, he's a keeper, but man, that last one was 26, 27 incher. But this one, yeah, he feels like about a 20 incher again. But anyway, like I say, I'm limited on what I can put in the video. He's at least bigger than that last one. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to, but I'm just now getting to the ground, guys. This is for today with low tide. That's going to be beautiful, cinematic and everything. You'll be able to see them real good, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it on camera. But come on here, you little fella. Well, that's okay. I'm not complaining. We done got us. This would have been the 3rd keeper. I turned the first one back, but man, missed a couple that y'all have seen. He barely had it, but all right. Another 20 and a half. 20 and a half. They all come out of the same litter, look like. All right, guys, I'm gonna move on quickly so we don't run the battery down, and maybe we'll get the outro on the next one. We'll see you in a bit. whale. All right, you just guys, I had to paddle for about a half a mile with that camera off. I paddled over some fish and stuff, but I knew that once I got over here, I really planned on catching my fish up in there. But I saw this guy right when I was fixing to turn the camera on anyway, and I said, well, let's just see if we can reach him. He's a little, further cast. He wouldn't be the prettiest catch, but he's a nice fish. I think he's gonna go 23 anyway. So, well, can't complain about that. Hope we get him on board. Don't know how good he had it, but the moral of the story is I need to be more prepared. I need to have all my batteries all charged up. Even though I've been running off a main big pack that I have strapped to the back of my cap, and it goes through that mic adapter and charges my camera and battery at the same time, so I never was really worried about it because it holds a lot of juice. It can run a couple of days on a charge, but I didn't charge it after the last trip, and it probably wasn't fully charged then. Ooh, well, he's hooked good if you don't break. Easy guy. And anyway, I don't know if that had to do it. I don't know why it's getting hot on me. Boy, that's a heavy fish. I wish all three of them were like that. That would feed a lot of people. Because he's going at good 24 and a half. I said 23. Yeah, nice fish. Fishing with that same little bait I always do. What is that? I done forgot what it was. I fish with it so much you guys can tell me. But anyway, yeah, it's from H&H, the grub, the pumpkin pepper. Yeah, I bet that thing is just full of redfish up there, but I got my three. We got an odd wind, east wind. Of course, today the wind was supposed to kind of drift around from all kinds of different directions. All right, guys, I don't know if we can get the outro out of here or not, but the camera just died on me for no good reason. So anyway, I'm gonna cut it short. Just want to say God bless, and we will